Alright, so Nathaniel, or Kaz. Kaz, we'll start with yours. Alright, Kaz, are you here? Not HP Kazmarov, but Kazi. Let's watch this, boss. I'm the Wraith professional, so listen. Well, that was really ego. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. But I am the fucking Wraith fucking whisperer, bro. I will fucking solve all your problems. Don't you worry. Never, never, never. Okay, bad. Bad boy! What'd you do wrong here, Kaz? What are you doing wrong here? Do you know? Do you know what you are doing wrong here, my friend? There's something very incorrect happening with your gameplay right now. I didn't say to deny? No, these cards you're throwing are legit LARP cards. The only way you're going to be able to kill these heroes is by using your cards to... Okay, well, there's two things. First, what we need to understand is Wraith as sustained damage is not realistically that bad, but the cards themselves are needed to be used in a way which are bursting an enemy. Because unfortunately, Kaz, in this game, there's this thing called the heal creep. All this damage that you basically just gave Venator more healing. Well, not he took damage, but he's gonna heal most of that damage with the heal creep, right? So he gets his heal creep. And look, oh, there's all of his HP back, right? So that damage you did to him did add up, but like in reality, how you want to be approaching your cards instead is you want to be, in the context of charges, you want to store the charges. Like you want to store them. So like you use all your cards, all your stuff right off the rip. You kind of need to hold on to them a little bit. You see what I'm saying? I know, it might be a little confusing. See, this as well, same thing. You're never going to be able to burst down the hero from 0 to 100 if you're using the cards like this. Because you're just going to heal from the heal creeps. My philosophy this lane was to try to poke as much as possible, and I was scared of slam gut shot. I think that's a valid fear. That is a valid thing to be scared of, Kazi. But the thing is, if that's the case, I want you to poke with reason. There's no reason to be using your cards here other than to simply cycle charges. When you're using these two cards here, none of the cards that you've used this lane are the cycle charges. So whenever you aren't using cards to cycle charges, they should be in the pursuit of something. What is this poke in the pursuit of? It's in the pursuit of nothing. You should honestly be saving most of these cards for the next wave, so that on 2 minutes, you can use the cards to get damage to take that tier 1 cap. You see what I mean? Save to use the cards with purpose. Hence the idea of charges. That's exactly how just charges work for any hero. Save the charges, the backlog, to use with purpose. Yes, yes. Okay, dope. So do you see here? Now you're under your tower, you have no prio, you could have used the cards that you had prior to fight these heroes that are low. I mean, they're kind of low from the cards. But to fight these heroes low on this wave to get prio for taking their tier 1 camp. Now, is taking their tier 1 camp possible to do a matchup? It's unlikely because Lash and Venator have a lot of bursts and, you know, you're scared of the fucking, what do you call it? The slam and the gut shot, which is valid to be scared of. Do you get it? I understand. I think I have very different playstyles depending on that matchup. Okay. I think regardless, Kazi, of the matchup, you should be defaulting to saving the charges of the cards that you don't need. Every matchup I'm doing that. Every single matchup. Why? Because every matchup it's possible for me to burst the hero unless it's like a Mo Abrams lane. So maybe not every matchup, but most matchups you really can just try to burst down one hero. Yeah, this card usage is not good at all. It's not bad, but it's just gonna amount to nothing. When you also spam the cards like that, you're getting no value out the QSR. What do I mean by that? You could be slow playing the cards and then getting more damage off. Yeah, the thing that you want to be thinking, Kazi, is there's two reasons. Once again, not trying to sound like a broken record, but this is really important for your gameplay. Two things. Cycling a certain card type. If you don't want a certain card type, it's fine to cycle it early, right? Maybe it's like a fucking spade or some shit, right? Or if you already have max charges and you're cycling that max charge. Those are the only reasons, in my opinion, which would be acceptable. Or like you're in a team fight. Context of the lane phase, right? Context of the lane phase. Keep this within the scope of the lane. Let me ask you something interesting here, Kazi. I'm interested to hear your opinion. Why are you freezing? I'm just curious. Is it to deny them the minions and shit like that because they're roaming? It's not one-dimensional like that, AG45. It's not solely you shouldn't be using cards like that because of QSR. It's one of the many things that you think about when you use cards. You get the full scope back. We'll go all the way back a little bit. Do you play worse if you can't vocal stim? To be honest, I vocal stim regardless. Yeah. I'm cursed.
We're winning this.
I think you froze because Viscous is late. Well, I was actually going to give you different advice if that's your reason. Okay, that's good. That's what I have to say about that then is what I gotta say about that is I think you should say fuck Viscous, just take the wave. I'm not gonna lie. I think you should just yoink Viscous, yoink it. Yeah, I think you just ego play it. I think you just ego play it. That was different advice than I was gonna give you, but yeah. Fuck Viscous, bro. Eternus 1 is Eternus 1. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, Kazi. I don't like these cards though. I don't like that. I'll do that. Remember, cycle one of the cards. One. The max card. The max that charges. Freezing a wave is letting the minions die in the lane. Not shoving it immediately. Two things here, Kazi. The first thing is, this is fine. The first thing is this. Default, you need to start by taking this. Why do you need to start by taking this? You have a Bebop right behind you. This is something that a lot of people struggle with. So the first thing that people struggle with usually is the idea where you're supposed to invade with Wave Shove. The second level, this is the second level. You have a hover nearby you. You can invade this vault because you have Bebop next to you. And you also have full kit, you're fine as Wraith. It's not like you're missing anything. It's not like you have a lot of money stored up or anything like that. You're chilling, basically. I mean, technically, you do have a lot of money stored up relative to your net worth. It's over 10%. But the point is, you have a hover. Did I just do the cultist? Yeah, you just cultist. Yes. You took the tier 3 and cultist. I believe. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you did look. I was getting cult up, now I was going to get wave. Oh. Sorry, but I need my Deadlock slow down. Yeah, that's kind of confusing though. Like, I get it, you wanted to get the wave, but to be honest, in that situation, the Viscous, I know this kind of goes back to the idea where it's like, well, Viscous is already... Okay. Here's how you have to think of it as, Kaz. Okay? When you're going to this wave, you're double splitting it. double splitting the wave is not as valuable for yourself than it is you getting the vault and Viscous getting the wave. If this was a soul wave, I would be down for you to go get it, but it's vault first, then the wave, because it's double soaked. If the wave is gone, it's fine. It's better. And also, the rotation that you do to get back into the lane is inappropriate. I think that walking the way that you are into the lane is not good. Like this here. Very inappropriate. And I think you could have easily gone ganked and died. But the next thing as well is like, this fight that you're rotating to is burger fight. You need to invade their center. And also another thing to account for in the value of taking that center sacrifice there instead of going to the wave is that it's an invade. Now obviously it's not really that much in the scope of like getting yourself very high net worth as Wraith, but still the act of invading is like really fucking valuable. So like that invading that center is way better than going for the wave given that, right? Not only is it in the center, not only is it a center, but it's an enemy center. And rotating to this fight here does nothing. I think this is just shit, this fight. Like, I'm just looking at it already, it's just like, well, I would not rotate to this in an actual game of Deadlock. Luckily, it goes well for you. You get the kill. But, I would just go for the center, straight up. And I also don't like this as well. When you teleport instantly, I don't like how you don't really, like, take the time to think about what's going on, right? Because you have full resources. You have this, you're missing your ult, and you're missing some cards, sure. So maybe half resources. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to immediately TP out. You could stay here for a second and play, and then imagine if you, like, trolled this last year on the vault. Like, you shot his vault, trolled him a little bit, because, look, you have this right side prow, so they realistically can't do anything. Well, not realistically. But the chances of them invading you here are very low, because you have right prow here. You see what I mean? So, missed opportunity on taking the vault earlier. Kind of a burger fight that luckily turns well, so maybe it wasn't that much of a burger fight, but I wouldn't participate in that. And then the next thing is, like, inappropriate pathing in the mid lane. And then here, you TP away too quick and you react too quick without actually taking the time to assess, like, everything that's happening. Yeah. And this is significant in the context of gold. If you're able to bully this Lash off his vault and take the vault yourself, this is a huge gold swing. What's wrong with burgers? Nothing's wrong with burgers. I just had one there.
They're gonna squirm in the air.
Doubles! Doubles! Don't do this! Go to doubles! No, bad boy! Go to doubles. This is bad. That's really bad, by the way. I know it doesn't look that bad, but you didn't really have much time for a timer this game. This is like your first timer to get doubles, and you're not even getting the doubles. And then I know that taking doubles would last too long, that you might miss the wave, but that's fine. Just have Bebop and Viscous are mid. That's why I'm pointing out as a good timer. Understood? Yeah. No worries. So look here. Your Viscous is mid, your Bebop is mid, you have full people to cover. Well, no, you shove this first thing here. Look, Bebop mid, Viscous mid, it's covered. It's done. And you actually shoved the wave very fast. That was actually a very good shove, so like you have so much time. Yeah, that's fine. I'm a spin wave for doubles. Couldn't you... Where are your cards at? Hold on, where do your cards go?
I love this trick. Dealing.
It's funny. If you didn't use the card there, you'd actually be able to kill Shiv, by the way, earlier. So what I'm referring to is here. You fight the side build a bit. How do we not come to the conclusion of using this card? This card does nothing. It does nothing to kill this Ivy. Why? Because Ivy's full HP. This is just like you're like the tickle monster right now. If you save this card, I'm not even trolling. I'm not even trolling. If you save that card, and here, when Shiv walked up to you in the lane, bro is 6.6k souls. I know he's on fire and he looks very scary, but look, bro. He's 6.6k souls with no greens. You can legit just one-shot this guy. You can legit just fucking ult him and fucking take all of his fucking money. Legit. You can just ult him and one-shot him. Dead. You have your spirit spike, you have your gun spike, you have extra read. He is dead. DEAD. And you also, I don't know what cards you have, but I wish I could see. I'm assuming your cards aren't that bad. So, once again, that right there is a testament to using the cards, like how... To be more mindful of the card usage and to showcase the importance of charges. And you should have killed this guy as well. This guy should be dead on your screen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you can just one-shot him. The card Ivy was on... Yeah, exactly. See, you're starting to see it now, yeah. That's how I feel about most of those cards in that laning phase that you're doing. They're just, like, useless. Like, sure, you're using the cards for pressure, but then let's align the pressure... Let's align when we're using the cards with the actual times in which we need the pressure. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 3:30, 5 minutes again, 6, 7:30, right? Or 6:30, sorry. It's kind of hard with his map knowledge right there to try. No? He's Wraith. He doesn't need to worry about his map knowledge. Once again here, these cards, just kind of useless. Pointless. You're locking yourself out of so many opportunities, Wraith, with your card usage. Yeah, you can ult. Yeah, you can do that, Baladin.
Let's push Greenwich.
Yeah. I mean, chat, fundamentally, when you think about the idea of charges, what is the point of charges? To fucking store them. It's a regular cooldown. You use the cooldown, it goes on cooldown. With charges, you can use one and you have it again. Yeah. You stash the charges. Fucking stash them up your butt, you know what I mean? No? I never one-shot a Shiv in Deadlock history. Well, the thing about this Shiv that you didn't see maybe, Kui, is that Shiv had one single green, and that was extra regen. And you are Wraith, you are a hero with a lot of burst. You have some of the you have the highest amount of burst in this game, and also, we're going 1 point ultimate. What does 1 point ultimate do? It adds a fucking 100 damage to our ultimate ability. Shiv at the time had 1.5k HP, that's like 10% of his HP from an ability point upgrade. And we have fucking full spirit, full cards for everything. He also has a bunch of extra boon scaling at the time. Wait, who plays yeah? Oh, you're talking about with the soul advantage that Wraith has, yes. Wraith is higher on boons as well than the Shiv at that time. Why is Spellslinger Wraith bad? Well, the first thing about your question, Captain Hooker, is your question is loaded with the idea that Spellslinger Wraith is bad. So let's reframe the question to first, is Spellslinger Wraith good or bad? It's actually pretty decent, it's not bad. So to answer your question, it's not bad. That's like saying, why is the Earth flat? The Earth isn't flat. The Earth is fucking round. God, you are... Ow. Stop using Joker! Stop my Joker! No! No! My Joker! My Joker card! No! Oh my god. My beloved Joker. But when you think... No, you're fine, Cassie. You're fine. You're fine. But now when we think in the context, right? Look at our kill timeline. Look at how many kills we got. We only got 20 kills. We only got 2 kills in about 30 minutes, right? So 2 kills in 30 minutes. Why did that happen? You're not thinking about your cards. Bro, the Joker saved... I know, I get it. But the Joker saves you 0.1 of a second, bro. Nice. You saved 0.1 of a second on farming for potential kill opportunities that you forever have missed. I was talking to my friend Kat about this game. Why? Conux, bro. Take a look at this situation here. If you have the cards, boss. You kill everyone. If you have the cards. Recharging rush on Wraith important? Yeah.
Pockets over there.
Racer Conux fighting in the gulag. Actually. You know the Simpsons meme of like the two little animals in the pit fighting and shit like that? We're all watching with their money. How you feeling so far though, Kazi?
Tap into the Archmother's power.
I got one of those for the missus. Big fan.
Wait.
There's a few things I want to point out with your gameplay as well after here. I feel like I'm learning to keep more cards. Yeah, so that's one thing. The second thing is there's a few symptoms as to why you're not getting as many kills. The big thing that you're missing right now with your gameplay, Kazi, is your setup. You have the lead, you're strong, but you're not translating that lead into anything. This is something that we oftentimes have talked a lot about in the other VOD reviews. Translating our advantage into actually something meaningful, right? So that's what's missing from your gameplay. Why is it happening? For a few reasons. First, the cards, as we have discussed time and time again, right? Cards. You have a gun, but you have no ammo. You're shooting bullets the second you get ammo, right? The second thing is you're in mid lane. Why does being mid lane have anything to do with getting kills? Well, it's the most fucking populated place on planet Earth. Everyone and their mother is fucking mid lane, right? So, because everyone and their mother is in the mid lane, it's going to be very hard for you to find kills because people can easily rotate from the side lanes, people are always there, all that stuff, right? Vents go into mid lane, all this junk, right? And the third thing is you're not actively pursuing kills. You're not hiding in the veil, you're not like setting up weird ganks, you're not anticipating the opponent's arrival. Wraith, you can hide in the shadows and one-shot people with your ult and your cards. You're not doing any of that. And that third point is in part because of the first point. The third point, the third point of you're not pursuing and setting up kills is connected to the point as to the cards. Because you don't have any cards and ammo, even if you were to set up kills and try to do things, you have no ammo to begin with because you're generating cards in the fight that you start with the opponent. So if you're not able to start the fight with the cards and the bursts that you have, then like it's not really a surprise. That's why I struggle with heavily on Wraith. Yeah. Better card usage, be more active when strong mid game. I think this game is an exception of being in mid lane for a while because I'm using a side lane. Yes. That's fine, but our goal as when we're playing any game of Deadlock or anything in life, we're gonna run an ad here soon, guys. So we're gonna take a break. When you're doing anything or pursuing anything, the whole entire idea is to be as consistent as possible. Can we be consistent in Deadlock? Unfortunately, no, because Yoshi's a fucking piece of shit. Goddamn fucking. I'm gonna stop it there, right? He's a piece of shit, so we can't be consistent. We're fucking playing a casino simulator every single day, right? So, indeed, it's hard to get the side lane sometimes, but we should try our hardest to get in the side lane every game so that things remain consistent, right? So that things remain consistent. He gave you a job. He did give me a job. You're right. You know what, Yoshi, I love you. Yoshi, I'm down to fucking send you, Yoshi, you can use me. You know why you don't kill this guy, by the way? Because of your cards.
Lift it.
Yeah, because you use the cards. Look at all those card usage. So the first reason we don't kill that guy is because we don't have cards, because we use them on camps. The second reason is because you're not confident. Why are you not confident to kill that Shiv? Because you're saving up for Ricochet and you're not getting your green spike, right? Get your green spike, just buy. If you had Fortitude or Warp Stone or whatever, yeah, I got your debuff, you would have been fine. Not itemizing properly went ahead. Yeah, greens, well, I come from the game Dark and Darker, and in Dark and Darker, the two most important stats are damage and health. True damage, max HP, right? And also movement speed, but besides that. Point is, right, is by not having greens, you feel oftentimes less confident as just any hero, right? And it's harder for you to go in and aggress. You just need your green spike here. Because remember, what is our goal right now? Our goal right now is to just kill. If I had greens, I'd definitely be more confident. Go, yeah, exactly. And remember, what is your goal here? Your goal here is to accelerate your lead past to what it currently is. How do we do that? We get kills. How do we get kills? We fight. How do we feel more confident fighting? We get our spikes. You know what I mean? It's like a whole entire flow. How do we take so much damage? Hold on. I was fucking talking. Bro, wait. No way it's your cards again. Oh my god, if you had... Bro, it's so funny, Kazi. Every single time, it is because you're using your cards in the camp. Every single time.
Stay where you are.
You know? To be honest, it's because your card usage, and it's your card usage, and no greens. This card talk and everything explains a whole lot. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad I can help you. Just think, this whole entire time, Kaz, you have been playing Wraith at like 50%. Yeah, I mean, right now I think it's fine what you're doing. Yeah. I think what you're doing right now is fine. I think what you're doing right now is good. You're kind of just sitting around waiting for a fight. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. You are also running at pocket with ultimate. That's another way to look at it as well. You don't have to be that close. You could wait for the pocket to enter your LLS, then fight. There's two ways you can think about that. With the ult or with your positioning. Yeah, positioning card stacking. Yeah. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit, bro. Let's look at these deaths. Let's just skip through look at these deaths, and we'll call it. How do we die? I think this is inappropriate given the stakes of the game. The stakes of the game here are too high to be doing this. You can't push this walker when you're 27 minutes in with mid boss, because when you die, your respawn timer is going to be like 2 minutes, and they're just going to go mid. Even if it's walker for death, it's not worth it. If you started by going in this bridge here, you'd be fine. Yeah, you need to start this fight by going on the bridge. That's it. Here, after you kill pocket, go here. It would have been much safer. How do you estimate respawn timer lengths? 19 minutes, there's a spike. At 19 minutes and beyond, usually your death can result into mid-bosses because it's a respawn timer spike. In addition, your soul count is a lot higher. Well, sorry. When your soul count is a lot higher, your respawn timer is a lot longer. So. And then I think here you just lose the game. Yeah, they go mid-boss. High stakes death again. Do they go mid-boss after this? No, they don't go mid-boss after that. Yeah, your positioning in that just needs to be better. Extra charge on Wraith is good in lane. What could we have done to create this team fight, let's say? Positioning. Positioning. I'll tell you how you need to start this. You need to start by TPing to the height. Why? We have max teleport, it's fine. You TP up here. Go up here and you win this fight. Not playing high ground at all. Your position can be worked on quite a bit this game, as. Okay. This is, Ascendant, or no, Turnus 1, sorry. Hop on the ult, Kaz. Hop on the ult, Conux. Hop on the ult. Anyways, Kazi. Anyways. Anyways, Kazi.
Never in doubt.
Realistically, I think you know what you need to work on. Really, it's just those cards, right? Locking yourself out of those opportunities. Those big three things are those three things were Bro, God, Yux is so... Bro, I can't. I look to my right, and I see someone asking, what rank is this? And then he says, Pistlow. Bro, I can't. I cannot. Anyways. Card usage, being mid lane, locking yourself out of the opportunities because of card and not setting yourself up for opportunities, positioning. Those are the 4 things you mainly need to work on, Kazi. Do you have any questions for me, brother? No questions? Alright, Kazi. Well, thank you so much for, you know, the doing the VOD review and all that. I hope that, you know, you learned a lot. And let's get a round of applause for Kazi. I think I got a good understanding of that game because I was super lost in how I couldn't get us to win after starting pretty good. Yeah. Like I said, you know, it's pretty easy. Ain't that bad. We know exactly what to do now. Clap my cheeks for now. Clap my cheeks. Clap, 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 clap.